Meghan, looking at your childhood, it seems like you had very supportive parents that helped you to lean into your DNA, very musical family. You learned the piano at 7, you played the guitar, ukulele, trumpet, percussion, anything that was in front of you, you took advantage of. Looking back at your childhood, what are the things that your parents did that you hope to pass on to your children?
Oh, wow. Deep questions in the morning. Here we go. Believe in me. Yeah. I want anything my son does, I'm going to believe in him. Because I wasn't the best songwriter, I wasn't the best singer when I was younger growing up, but they looked at me like I was a superstar. And I always felt like, well, I must be a superstar. Like I would joke with my dad, like, but be serious. I'd be like, we should get a tour bus, right? And that's how confident they made me feel. And that's like why I kept going with my career. And I listen back to those songs and I go,
Yeah. Wait. Okay. I do protest. You had 3 albums by this age of 18. I think you're a superstar. All right. Your dad was the church organist. How did he feel about that bass?
Because I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Oh, he loved it. He loves the old school. So he taught me like old school doo-wop music, but also like James Brown and Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire. And then my mom was very like Madonna and 80s, and pop. So I had the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
And they loved about that bass. But as a songwriter, I wrote that and they were like, you're getting a record deal with that song? Because I had so many different genres. And I was like, yeah, All About the Bass is the one they want.
Yeah, and it was a great song. Over 2.5 billion views on YouTube so far. You have 16 nominations for various music awards, 14 wins, a Grammy for Best New Artist in 2016. It seems like, looking from the outside in, there is nothing that you can't do. I know things aren't easy, but it looks like from the outside looking in, wow, you are on track and kept moving forward. That's your professional life. Personal life can sometimes be a little different. So marriage is a little bit different, and a lot of us recognize your husband, Daryl, as the child actor who played Junie in Spy Kids.
Are you with me? Okay.
Yeah, I got really lucky. He's so cute. I achieved a lot before I even met Daryl. I feel like I've achieved so much more now, even like I feel like I'm winning at marriage. We were watching Love is Blind and they're like, marriage is hard. And then we looked at each other like, not for us. Like, this is pretty easy. And
okay, now you're bragging. Now you're bragging, Meghan. Okay, but we know the thing that did.
Yeah, we made a baby and he's like, perfect. I'm like, oh, we're crushing this, dude. We should make more babies,
But parenthood is one of those things that could stop us in our tracks. Okay, your son Riley is now 2. You're expecting another baby this summer. You are a great writer, obviously, because you write great songs. So it makes sense, I think, for you to put words to the page of a book. And this is Dear Future Mama, kind of on a play of that song you had, Dear Future Husband. And you are for real, legitimately talking about the things that sometimes people just don't tell us before we have kids.
I don't know why that's still a thing, and it definitely is. And what's great about stuff like TikTok is you see mamas out there like, things I wish I knew before I got pregnant, and I was like, this is all I needed when I was pregnant. And that's why I wrote this book. I was like, man, I wish I had this book when I was pregnant. I felt very confused, very alone. I had gestational diabetes. I didn't know that was a thing you could get. I didn't know it ran in my family. I was like, Mom, what? She's like, nah, I don't know. And then I had a C-section and I watched my aunt give birth when I was 12. So I was like, well, that's what I'll do. I'll push out the baby. And then I was like, I'm doing a C-section, huh? And my baby was in the NICU for 5 days. So it wasn't like a fairy tale dream situation, but I survived it and we did great and my kid's perfect. I'm great and healthy. And so I was like, well, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do 4 more.
All right. What I love about this book is it's not one of those ones that you read it from beginning to end, you're done. Everybody can kind of follow through for whatever stage that they're in. But what made you decide that you wanted to go ahead and write this book right now, even before your second child's born?
I learned so much with these amazing women in my life. I have an incredible doctor. I wish everyone got to see my doctor, Dr. Solke. She's all up in this book with advice on every chapter. I'm just lucky enough to have these women in my life. My personal trainer who taught me how to strengthen my core, my body, so that I can recover faster. I recovered in like a month instead of the 6 weeks, but I took it slow. And she's pregnant with me now, so it's so cute. And my dietitian, who I met after dealing with all this, and she helped me lose the baby weight in a healthy way and change my relationship with food. I get all into that. and I have all their knowledge in this book. I feel so lucky, and I wanted to scream out their knowledge to the world. And also my husband's all up in here talking about what it's like to be with me, you know?
This is gonna be the greatest baby shower gift. But yeah, speaking of husband, the thing that we can sometimes do is get all wrapped up in our kids. It's like, I'm sorry, I 100% belong to that right now. So we can't forget to Marvin Gaye, get it on.
Sing, girl. Yeah, we start. What's nice about having a baby too is that bedtime is early, you know, because you're tired. So as soon as we put them down at 7, we run to bed. And we are like, it's like date night every night because we're in bed by 7 and we don't go to sleep till 10. But we're like, hey, you, missed you all day, you know?
Love the whole book, but some parting words for somebody who just found out they're going to be a mama right now.
Congrats. I'm here for you. I'm here with you. You are not alone. Everything that's happening to your body is totally fine. You're okay. And when your partner tells you that you're gorgeous and beautiful, they're not lying. They're telling the truth. Read the book and I'll hold your hand through everything, okay?
Meghan, thank you so much and congratulations on your second.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.